Hello team. Besides the previous video, I would like to share a bit more details that I think are more interesting to us primarily. This is how I want us to proceed from here. I know that this whole topic was pretty frustrating for many of us. Me personally, I had quite a few sleepless nights, and even the message, I think on my stand-up message last Friday or Thursday was the result of this investigation and all the discussions and uncertainty going on here, the topics being raised, and simply a really slow convergence. At the same time, today again, I went through all the comments, tried to close the ones that where my impression was they are really well handled, or they are just simple comments around something was well put, or thank you message and stuff like that. But I still left quite a few that I think we should keep on discussing. How I want us to move forward. I think this first message says it very well from Hunter. This is exactly what I plan to have, is that first, let's consider simply documenting how to use Flux manually with GitLab. That's it, nothing more. And at the same time, I'm going to open a few issues first and likely epics later around the topics you can see right now on your screen. One is, how do we want to manage Flux and AgentK together? Are they managed together? Are they managed independently of each other? Do we bundle AgentK with Flux, and then try to contribute that to the Flux? The installation of AgentK to happen together with the Flux setup, or should it happen the other way around, or any other options there? The second topic is access management for Flux through CAS. This has many layers in itself. There are plenty of comments related to this in the doc, and I do want us to discuss this further. Actually, I mentioned this to Ali as well, that we should try to come up with various solutions, build testable prototypes or descriptions of those, and have them validated with our users as well, because this is one of the riskiest options for us. A third item is to think about how we can instrument the usage of Flux. A fourth one is how to reuse the agent channel for Flux to GitLab communication. This is related to access management partially, but this is really about that we don't go through the GitLab front door, but we go through CAS even to retrieve Git repositories. In the docs, in one of the comments, I mentioned that I'm going to look more into the ephemeral namespace approach of GitLab managed clusters and whether it's really required, because there was quite a discussion why that it's much easier to go without that. And finally, we are already working on the environment's UI and how to do all of that. We should look into how we can improve it, if knowing that there might be a Flux resources and Flux deployments at the cluster. So I'm going to create all these issues, and I will prioritize those so we can work in them followingly. From here on, I would like to ask Nico to help us. First of all, gauge your interest where you think the most important would be to have a technical validation on these topics, and after that to have likely even 2 technical validation sessions. Actually, that's 4 sessions in this milestone. And basically, I'm just asking you to start refining these issues. I will prioritize them, so you're not expected to refine all of them at once, but we should start this work besides documenting how to use GitLab with Flux with GitLab. Once again, I know this was a really controversial topic for all of us. Even I'm not 100% convinced that Flux is the right direction. At the same time, I'm not 100% convinced that the in-house GitOps solution would be the right approach. primarily because of the business risks that I see there, the product risks, not the technical risks. And I think very much, I think that we will be better off actually with Flux, even though it's not a clear-cut thing. Feel free to reach out to me or to Nico. I'm definitely happy to discuss any of your frustrations, and I even understand your frustrations, I think. Let's keep an open eye here and continue discussion in these epics, please. Thank you for all your effort, your questions and everything. And as I said, I don't want to close all these many comments here because I find them very valuable, and I think they'll be great inputs even for some of these issues. Have a nice rest of your day.